Hey everyone, D-Dub Squizzy here. Welcome back to Civ 3 World War II. It's been a little while since I have recorded here. There was some family visiting that I don't get to see very often. They were in for about a week, and so pretty much every night when I wasn't working and stuff, I was spending time with them, which, took out time to do much of anything else. But I'm back now. Whoa, we are slowing down. Okay, is that a one-time thing? These guys shouldn't be needed yet. I don't think they will either, probably. Okay, yeah, looks like it was a one-time thing. Do I want to take out that road? Nah, we'll take out the other one. I remember thinking I needed to destroy both for some reason, but like if they move here, we go there, this turn, then they'll move. Following turn we take it, they get onto the road, but they won't be able to use it anyway, so I think we're good. I'm just going to let those militia close in. Alright, actually we're going to hit Chipboyart first, I just want to be sure. We were hitting Edmonton too. Just wanted to be sure. Alright, that's that city. I can't remember how much we bombed Edmonton before, but given that it's at a 1 population, I assume it was a decent amount. Also, I can't remember if these guys were auto-moving or not. I'd like to direct their movements here, just in case. I've only just now noticed there's a plains here. That can cut our trip down by a whole turn. I don't know if I used it before or not. Or was planning on using it. I'm going to espionage this thing. I want to know if they have any planes in it. Edmonton. There we are. I was thinking Prince Rupert for a second. Nah, just a bunch of artillery. Alright. Looks like we're good here. How far can they go? That works. They could probably go further than that, huh? Pretty sure we're out of order now. this is a pollution cleaner. Yeah, he's good. Okay, I remember these guys now. Yeah, we're gonna want these on there. Are we back on track now, moving the right planes? Oh, that's right. I wanted a ship to stay here, right? Yes, I did. Just the Nisa now. You remain here. And the rest of these guys... Yeah, they'll move on Halifax. Alright, can't take Cincinnati this turn, but we'll close in. Do I have any 87Bs here? Nope. We can still kill these guys, though. Really? I figure they're out of Mustangs completely. So we're not risking much by doing this. They're using Jacksons to fortify that. Well, that's stupid, isn't it? Alright, that's another 1939. You know what? Canada's not very far away. Let's see if we can just push this guy back there, so that I don't have to deal with him for a bit. Good enough. Let's hammer Cincinnati. Good thing that failed. We shouldn't have been bombing that. I hate it when it skips, and like, it's... Did I just miss like 30 times? What was that? Okay, they're all just gonna stay put for now. Let's see, I've got a bunch of 88s around here, right? Yeah, the 87Bs can hit Richmond. How many do I have here? Okay, a whole big pile of them. Oh, it had a plane in there. Probably a new one. I don't think you guys can afford to keep building planes. It's funny to me how they're so bad at prioritizing the right thing. I mean, if they had mass-produced B-29s and I got here to contend with like 200 squadrons, they would have leveled any invasion army I sent. I would have had to really bring everything to bear to overcome odds like that. I'm still confident I could have destroyed them faster than they could beat me back, but a lot of those things, they're nasty. They'll sink entire fleets. Just a handful of them. Wipe out whole armies. just hit the guy. Looks like they put another plane in. It really doesn't help that we've missed like 7 times. No, they don't have another plane in there. Just another draft. There we go. Alright, let's help them out with Cincinnati here. It's a big old obstacle. Looks like all their Jacksons are securing their more important cities up here. That's the smart move. I can't fault them for it. Unfortunately for them, though, next turn, once I take Cincinnati, I can fly 87Bs in there. And if I don't have Washington yet, that'll be in range of them, along with both Pittsburgh and Indianapolis. We're going to rapidly expand from here. Alright, well, we can help try to halt and clear out some of these guys too. I guess, no, let's punch a hole through them first. Make sure we can get to the radar tower. Now we'll go for the tanks. There's a part of me that wants to save any 87Bs so that we can secure Washington with them. Like, if I can push all the way to Washington, then I could use the 87Bs to hit the other cities around it and kill anything that tries to retake it. But I also want to just massacre all these infantry, and I don't think I have enough units to do both. We'll see. I don't even know if I can take Washington this turn. That's just what I'd like to do. And I didn't realize how much forest was in this area of the country. I knew there was lots of forest down here, and some up here. I did not know how heavily wooded this region is, though. Do I have any just 4Hs or anything? I got a Panther. I like leveling them up. There we go. Okay, this one's got even less coverage. So don't bother with it. Well, we now own all of Colorado, I guess. At least the only city that you can grab in this. Moving in on Nebraska. I don't even think there was a city for it, but I take it since Omaha's there, that means we already have Kansas. Pretty sure Kansas is under Nebraska. I'm going to let the 87Bs do their job on those. Not 87Bs. The Falk Wolves. Yeah, these guys, the rest of them will stay put for now. Wow. None of you? Really? Was that all 5? I thought that was only 4. No, that was all of them. Fine, whatever, just take it. Tired of Miami. Alright, Florida's ours, in full. Now, do I have an infantry unit close enough? Nope. Ah well. Those workers are lost. I forgot about how many of these people were injured. Lost most of my army actually taking the city in the first place, or at least a lot of them were badly injured. Okay, let's start by observing here. I want to know what we're really up against. Building destroyers out of Philadelphia, looks like. They still have a tank in Washington, too. I should probably hit Philadelphia before it has a chance to develop any sort of ships that can launch a transport at us. I would not like one of them floating around. Here, let's just kill that guy. And that guy. Okay, well, in for a penny, in for a pound, I guess. I know they still have an Iowa, given that the destroyer was either coming out of here or going into here. And I'm pretty sure it was going in, because if it were coming out, it would have gone much further. Right, because they have like a 9 movement. I'm pretty sure that was a 1941 destroyer. Yes, finally, we're here. So what that means is, they're putting together ships in Philadelphia. Okay, which meant they probably had a convoy and their last Iowa in there. Yeah, they were putting together an invasion. These are a bunch of tanks that were here in a convoy or getting ready to be in one. Alright, we finally got eyes on the rest of this coast. I had like 7 squadrons. Not one of them actually injured the guy. Well, I mean, they slightly hurt him, but there we go. Okay, still no transports, right? Nothing's snuck up here without me noticing. No. I think that means it's safe to just smack Portland really hard. Let's see, actually. US, what do you have for ships? 2 Iowas. Okay, so it looks like there's another one in here. And possibly more destroyers. They have 11 destroyers from 1941. I figure if they do have a ship, it's an Iowa because they just got bombed last turn. Maybe not an Iowa. They just got bombed last turn, so I figured it couldn't have been something too strong. Otherwise, the Japanese wouldn't have gotten through it. they got a garrison here. You know what? Let's just hit the guy. There we go. I wish there was a way for me to fast track this game. Like if I could just watch the map slowly fall one piece at a time. It'd take some of the satisfaction out of it, but I kind of just want the series to be over, given that it's a foregone conclusion. But I also don't just want to drop it here and say, like, well, I basically already won. I want to actually carry it all the way through. I want to paint the entire map. And there's still probably like 20 turns worth of killing to do. Is that just an infantry? Yeah. He seems like he's got a lot more health than I would expect. Alright, if he did have planes there, they're gone now. He's got tanks, or at least a tank. But no Wolverine, I'm noticing. Like, the strongest defensive unit here is infantry. That's curious. Oh. Keep on accidentally doing that. My 88s are coming in clutch by completely failing whenever I do. Figure, yeah, we'll leave that be and just wait for now. On to another worker move. Hooray, there's so much important stuff to do. What are they? Stuff I've already developed. Okay. Oh, why are we mining that? Oh well. There are worse decisions to make. Why did I move them then? That was stupid of me. They could have been here and then taken Omaha the next turn if I hadn't done that. Oh well. Is that all the injured ones? Yep. So did I use all the 87Bs here? I think I did. Okay, so go here, grab that. Okay, still intact. You. You can do this. Let's throw on battles, so I can see this. This really could go either way. That thing's got a really high defense. Okay. Pretty sure that was their only real defender in there. They might have powerful Wolverines too. With a 45 population, it's not super easy to take control. They do still have a Wolverine. What's your movement? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, no. Can't do it. We can help clear some guys out, but that's about it. The less zone of control I have to deal with, the better off I'll be. That's my thinking right there. Okay, what are we looking at for injured units in here? Assuming I can still get to the bottom of the stack. I know I moved a bunch of extra planes in, but I don't think it was that many. Okay, I've got 1,000,000 Panzer Grenadiers. I can use them. Didn't realize how many stugs I had in this group. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, there was another one? My word. Dang it. Okay, it didn't level up. Oh my word. I did not realize... I mean, I remembered that they had quite a few units. I didn't realize it was this many. Okay. Anyone can do this now. Destroy that thing. Oh my word, there are still more. Okay, you know what? There we go. Well, that was rough. However, the lines got pushed back really far. I don't have to worry about holding Richmond with any significant unit presence. So I can just pump everything into Washington. That's good enough, actually. I do not want to send this into Washington, though. I want to try and kill this Jackson. It's a bit of a risky move, but okay. That'll keep that thing from ever jumping back into rotation, which it absolutely would have done. Ouch. Is this a forest? Okay. I don't think they can actually follow up on that. That hurt a lot more than it should have. Alright, well, we did what I set out to do. That's good, at least. I didn't win quite as handily as I would have liked. But I did win. Alright, well, I'm assuming the capital moved to New York. I didn't actually pay attention. New York got quite a few units in it, and I predict a bunch of them are probably going to hit Washington in an attempt to take it back. Now, I don't get any defensive buff, I don't think, at all from the city because it's in resistance, but that's like 5 or 6 stugs, and I did injure quite a few of his tanks that were there waiting to be transported. So, hopefully, they are not able to take it back. If they do, that's going to suck, because I don't have 87 Bs in the area to take it, and Richmond is not super well defended. So if they take it quickly and effectively, they can move on to Richmond, and possibly push me back reasonably far. I left nothing in the next city, because, you know, we're trying to push forward. So this could go very poorly. I might actually take something from more inland and bring it up to the area to help garrison the city in the back, just in case things go in the worst possible scenario. But if we can hold this for a turn, I have another army that's coming up, they can reinforce. And then I don't think there's a chance we'll lose it. That, and I can focus my planes where I need them. Okay, that's a big army up here. Oh, I see the problem here. Yeah, they're gonna stay there for now. It's gonna move down there, I guess. So infantry, infantry, 2 tanks. The rest of these are all security divisions. Oh, a bunch of tanks. I have another army this close? Oh my word. Okay, well I'm not dumb enough to do that, but... How much more movement do they have? Just the one. Okay, I moved him a little too far. They could have killed a few guys there. Alright, they got Spitfires there. Let's deanimate. We're just gonna hit them with everything we got. I assume, like, we took out all of their lions, right? They don't have any more? Yeah, they got 2 more, right. Okay, so those are probably in here. Either here or the next one up. And I can't afford another landing like last time. We have to actually bomb this city down. But I do have 88s this time. I did not last, so... I'm not going to try to use 87Bs until I have confirmation that we've cleared out any possible ships that could contribute to shooting us down. It won't be nearly as big a deal once I have an 87B train from Iceland to here, but until that time, I'm going to preserve them. Oh, I still have more. I thought I already moved them. Huh, I guess not. I could have sworn I did. So taking Washington, I didn't expect the border to be where it is. I thought it'd be up against us, not up against them. That means, oh, of course, there's just no way for us to get him with this fighter. That means that we have 2 attacks we can make on them every turn immediately. So I think we can take Washington or New York and then possibly Philadelphia, sorry, not New York. But if that pushes it right here, I don't know whose that'll be. Either way, like, we might be able to rapidly take a bunch of these if we can damage and destroy enough stuff. I figure the troops at Philadelphia, unless they clear out, they're going to keep us from doing that because we'll just have to lose. Like, it'll be too many numbers for us to just break through like that. But we'll be able to rapidly move up that area. Okay, let me see. Is there a change yet? Not in Lions. I'm just barely injuring them at all anymore. Alright, I take it there and here then. Oh my word. Starting to wonder if Wolf Bay had one of those anti-you don't get to bomb me buttons, like some enemies do. Alright, what do I have here? Just the 1 Panzer Grenadier. Alright, well, I don't want to pull him away then. I was thinking I could use something to garrison that as well, but not at that expense. Okay, I want Raleigh defended. To beat Richmond, they'd have to get through that line. Yeah, I don't think there's a way they can actually push through it. And Richmond's got several. Yeah, we'll move 1 more up to Washington. I think that should be good. If they're going to attack anything, it'll probably be the exposed ones. Alright, that should make it plenty difficult. I have armies in here. Oh, right, yeah, I picked them up. They're gonna go drop off. Okay, no, they're good. Okay, here we got Stugs and security divisions. Definitely bring the Stugs up. Security division will follow behind. Okay, guys, they're still recovering in a bunch of these spots. Not here. Oh, well, there's a couple here. This place doesn't have a security division either. Dang it. Okay. I'm gonna turn battles back on, and we'll just jump over to the next turn. They're gonna run out of those things eventually. That's where my 87Bs are, right? I think I've got some in there. Joke's on you, those are decoy 87Bs. My important ones are in other cities. They have bigger fish to fry. This is genius, yes. Go wherever you're going. I think those are all of their healthy tanks. understand the stupidity of the computer. Oh no, they've got more. Okay. They'll kill my Panzer, sure, but then they'll be completely exposed. They'll lose Cincinnati immediately, and probably, possibly, Pittsburgh. And of course, Philadelphia will be left undefended. Wow. Okay, they got more. Once again, though, I mean, they're just using them all. Should have known they weren't going to capitalize on a city and try to take it. Right, my infantry is still acting as bait for his. I forgot about that. I thought they got bombed, and that's why there were a bunch of injured ones in the stack, because I had completely spaced out. Okay, some of them are trying to retake cities. Oh, I see what I was concerned about. I have to bomb out that road if my men are not capable of taking that city first. I might do that before ending this episode, just see if what I have there is enough to take that. Because I think that's where we're about to have one of our biggest fights. Ah, dang it. Are they actually fortifying the city? Or did they just build a new convoy? Well, there's one of them. Why is there a flak there? And how did I never notice it? Paratroopers. Wow. Didn't expect to see that one. So they're prioritizing Boise over Portland. Sort of odd, given that Boise is much further inland. I guess if they have bombardment, they can use on the shoreline. That makes a bit of sense. Boy, do they want to get out of there. I still don't know where they want to go. I forget, does Italy do the same thing? Yeah, they do. If I remember right, Italy stopped for a while after I took everything. Yeah, but then they... Oh, it's workers. That's right. Their soldiers have nowhere to go. Alright, so we've spotted one of the British Lions, and it's... I can't remember. Was it pretty badly injured? I think it was. I'll double check. But I do want to see if we can take Chipweyart. If we can, then that gets a lot simpler. I can just fly in all my 87Bs. We can wait for the guys to close in, and then we hammer them with 88s, follow up with 87Bs. Big time massacre. One resistor. 44 left to go. Alright, I haven't seen a ton of pollution yet, but I think I spotted 2 spots up in Siberia. Maybe it wasn't all the way into Siberia, but it was up north. I'm gonna have to go looking for it. Not well, not yet. Actually, they still need a cathedral. Throw that in there. I wonder, do we still have unhappy people out here? Oh wait, Sydney might be the one with resistors. Yeah, it does. Fairly certain Britain's going to be the longest lasting enemy. America might hold out longer, but my armies in Britain have not made great progress, and the terrain sucks. Or in Canada. So it's terrible to try to move through it. I think that nation might survive longer. Okay. So let's do this. Battles. Okay. There we go. So they've only got a few guys here. Come on. Alright. Should be their last healthy Matilda. Just tear through their remaining infantry. Because these guys are real infantry. Because they have a Briton up here, right? No, they don't. Oh. Alright. That should be good. Let's see how this goes. Because if it doesn't go well, we're going to have to bomb less conveniently. Well, that sucks. Okay, that's a big win. If we can kill this guy, I think that's it. It's just weak units. Yep. Doing? How did you just lose 3 hit points to that thing? It's 13 to 1. Okay. We're in. Well, he made the mistake of putting all of the infantry in different stacks. Okay, they've got air defense. They've got air defense. These first 2 stacks pretty much don't. And they're almost all Wolverines. That's frustrating. But I think I have enough strong tanks, especially now that they've cleared most of their guys out. We can punch through Philadelphia. It's definitely going to be hardly defended. Let's see what we're looking at in these cities here. Philadelphia, and then New York. Okay, they've got an Iowa in there, so bombing it's going to have to go through that. Handful of healthy units. Not an insignificant amount. Where's New York City? Okay, so convoy, some destroyers. Really not that much, though. A single Wolverine or Jackson, one of the two. A handful of infantry, and then a few artillery. We can punch through that, no problem. So yeah, if we breach Philadelphia, which I think this stat can do pretty handily if we bomb it down, we can take both that and New York. Let me double check Boston as well. It'd be pretty cool to just blitz all the way up there. Similar stuff. but even less. And that'd really gut them. They need those 3 cities. There's no fast way to approach Pittsburgh, so I think we're just going to ignore that one from this direction, maybe leave some extra defenses there, kill what's around us, and then focus all our forces in that way. We take Cincinnati, that should put us right on their doorstep, so this army will probably keep moving once we have it. With these guys, I can have swarm, circle around to Indianapolis. Once these guys get Omaha, they're going to head up here for these 2, try to take those and cut the nation in half. Whatever cities are left over here will no longer have access to the many resources that they'll need. Actually, these ones might not have any aluminum if I can do that. Now, Britain's probably still got enough to trade them. Their capital is New York, right? Yeah. Alright, well, things are looking up. The enemy made a few moves, but it doesn't matter. I think we'll push them back just fine. And then we'll start making real progress, taking stuff. The 87 Bs here, I guess I'll take all the cities before I determine what I'm going to do with them. I'll take Cincinnati, St. Louis, and Salt Lake, and hopefully push through all these before I decide where I'm going to put them. This is a decent spot because it lets me get both of these cities. Not that they're going to be really that dangerous, but I think I'll probably pile them into Cincinnati so that I can easily hammer both of these 2. That's probably the best move. And then the turn following, we'll have Portland, possibly Seattle, but probably not. I'll probably take a whole extra turn. But I think once we take Seattle, we'll get Vancouver at the same time. And we'll take Boise. Great Falls and Cheyenne, mostly Great Falls, are just going to be annoying to catch because they're so entrenched. Same thing with Calgary. And when we even get down here, Edmonton, too. Like, none of these are great to have to take. But once we take these 3, that'll be it, I think, for the long marches through tons of hostile territory. Alright, well that is going to be it for this one. If you haven't yet, please check the link in the description for my book. If you like the look of it, give it a read, and if you like the read, give it a positive review. Otherwise, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.